Hi everyone and welcome back to LL Sports TV. Hope you're all well. To be even more precise, welcome back to episode 21 of Keep It in the Family. I'm your host Laurie and I'm joined by my beautiful niece Kenya in the building. What are you saying?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm not too bad, man. Not too bad. Enjoying the sunny weather.
Yeah, it's lovely
as I always say to people, London is a completely different place when the sun is out. It's a beautiful city. Not to say it's not a beautiful city without the weather.
Speak for yourself.
But with but with the warm weather, man, it just enhances.
Vibes.
It's a different look, different ambience.
But
anyway, pleasantries out the way. Let's get straight to it. Only one place to start, and that was at Anfield yesterday. Arsenal travelling up to Liverpool, take on the champions in their own backyard. I've got to say, Kenya, on the way up to Liverpool yesterday, I was doing so in some trepidation.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, our form recently has not been good.
Yeah.
Even though Liverpool themselves had lost to Chelsea last week, this is their first game back at their own place.
Yeah,
you know what I
full
mean?
strength team for
full
them.
Strength team, second place, or team behind who was expected to challenge them coming to town. You think that Liverpool want to put on a show. I arrived in the city straight away. It was a nice day there as well.
Yeah.
The fans are out in force, red everywhere. You know what I mean? I make my way near to the stadium. There's like impromptu concerts going on. Entertainers. Everyone was out. We're getting good-natured stick by the Liverpool fans. I was thinking, right, if these men don't show up today, we're going to be... It could be a long, long day.
Yeah.
And to the game, I thought we started the first 4, 5, 6 minutes pretty good. In fact, we made a really good chance. Saka should really have scored that, a guy of his quality. He didn't. 20th minute now, Liverpool, they'd started to look dangerous before that, but they scored a goal. I mean, the defending for that first goal was dreadful.
Yeah,
I mean, Cody Gakpo completely
I think Saliba just, I don't know what was really going on. He went to right back, then put Ben White centre back, and then Ben White went back to his position. Saliba's supposed to really get back. I actually felt sorry for Kiwior. Kiwior was there shouting, look at him, like he's pointing at him. Goal is just a free header, isn't it? It's a great header actually as well. It was
a good goal. And then the second goal as well.
It's
Luis Diaz just taps it into an empty net.
It's the most insulting type of goal.
At that point, because, on the way up, we were saying that what we wanted to see from Arsenal was some pride, some character. Some fortitude.
Show us something.
So to go 2-0 down after 20 minutes, conceding 2 goals in the space of a minute and a half.
Yeah.
We were looking at each other and think this is going to be a long, long day.
Yeah,
but we get to the end of the first half without conceding. I don't know. Fair play to the manager. I don't know what he said to their man at half time, but I'd love to have been a fly in the dressing room wall. Well, whatever he said worked.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he cursed them out.
Yeah, as they should. As they deserve.
To be fair also to the manager, he made a change, something that we as Arsenal fans have been criticising him for. We said he needs to be more proactive. And then when things don't happen, change it. He changed it. He put Martinelli through the middle. Immediately, that looked to be... wise.
Yeah, man.
Martinelli, I thought had a really good game. I've got to big him up, because definitely, because when you're at the ground, you appreciate how much effort and running he puts in.
That's one thing I've always said about even like Martinelli and even Odegaard. Although it's not been their brightest season, you can never question their work.
Absolutely.
Rate. I couldn't tell you a moment where I see Martinelli or Odegaard just walking. They're always trying to win the ball back, always trying to do something.
Yeah.
And, Martinelli loves a great game against Liverpool.
Yeah, it seems so.
I think that's still saying that this is the club he scored most against.
Really? Wow. Yeah. Well, big him up, man. I thought he was really good yesterday. And we get back in it. You headed in across from Trossard. Good cross from Trossard. You're thinking, okay, that's good. Let's try and see if we can get some more. And we did.
Shortly soon after, Mikel Merino. Well, Odegaard with I couldn't even believe what I was seeing. The guy's actually shot.
Great shot.
Shot. So unlucky to not go in. Yeah. I actually really wanted that to go in for him, to be honest.
Yes,
it was a wicked shot.
I was behind the goal when that happened.
Alisson kind of gets a hand to it, hits the crossbar kinda, and then goes out. Mikel Merino's just there.
Showed good instincts.
Yeah. Kept himself on side.
At the right time. Kept himself on side. Heads in. You think, wow. And it was no less than we deserved. I thought Arsenal, I've got to give them credit. I mean, I've been critical of the team in the past, but I like to be fair. Yesterday, they were up against it, 2-0 down, looking like we were going to get a hide-in. They come back, level it up 2-2. And I'll be honest with you, man, when we got that second goal, it looked like we were going to win it. We really did.
They looked a bit like, at the start of the game, Anfield was loud, it was rocking. We scored that one goal, it was like silence after that. They were stunned almost. And I think that really worked well in our favour. We were playing really well. And then, us and the red cards, man, it's just...
Yeah, Mikel Merino, what are you doing, bro? I mean, come
wasn't
on.
necessary.
I mean, I've given you credit for getting the equalising goal, but then you go and go and do that. You didn't need to do that, bro. You've committed 2 yellow card offences in one goal.
Exactly.
So the referee had no choice but to send you off.
Yeah.
So we've gone from a game that we could easily have won to having to defend out the last 10 minutes or so, which, to be fair to the team, they did well. So listen, to me, it was the proverbial game of two halves.
Yeah.
Liverpool, best team in the first half. Arsenal, best team in the second half. I thought the draw was a fair result.
Yeah, it was.
But Kenny, I've got to ask you, man, the Trent Alexander stuff, that was a key talking point.
Yeah.
He didn't start the game. He came on, this is Trent as a substitute in the second half, and received a somewhat... let's have it right. It was a very negative reception from the crowd. I've got to say, it surprised me.
Yeah.
Because it was loud, man. I mean, all this mixed reception stuff, no. I was there. And I would say that was, in terms of percentage points, 80% of the Liverpool fans appeared to be booing him. Well, certainly a large section of the Liverpool fan base were booing him. What did you think about it?
Look, I was watching at home, and at first, when he first came on, I know he came on for Conor Bradley, but it was like, they did like 3 subs at a time. So it was like Trent, Jota, somebody else coming on. And like, as soon as he came on, they start singing, "There's only one Conor Bradley." And I'm just like, that's not the thing to be singing. I'm like, even so, Conor Bradley gave away, it's his fault that we scored that first goal, really, as well. He was at fault, really, for that goal. And I'm just like, you sing that when that kid's on the pitch. You don't sing that when he's like, when your best fullback is coming on. Like, what kind of thing is that? And then I honestly thought it was Arsenal fans, like, taking a mick, booing. And I was like, no, it's actually Liverpool fans. Like, it's actually Liverpool fans booing their own player. Yeah. I was shocked. I was like,
every time he touched the ball as well.
Every time he touched the ball, boo, boo, and it was like jeering and stuff like that.
And it was loud. I mean, I could have understood I would have understood more if he got booed when he initially runs onto the pitch. Yeah. So that's the fans making their feelings known.
You do that
but
once,
every time he touched the ball.
Yo, man, I was just like shocked, because we always talk about Liverpool as a good fan base, one of their own. Scouse is their identity. They've got this like intersectional identity that's very personal to them, which we all respect. But like, I'm like, this guy is actually he's been at Liverpool Football Club for 20 plus years.
And he's won a lot with them.
He's won every single trophy multiple times over with this club. He's been pivotal. He came in at a time where like they really needed a fullback. He's just completely revolutionised how we see fullbacks.
Very good point.
Now fullbacks before is like, you need to just defend. Now it's like, no, your fullback, he needs to be getting up the pitch, he needs to overlap, he needs to assist, score free kicks. This is a guy that does everything. Like he's to me almost the perfect modern day fullback now.
Yeah, he's one of those players that fans from other clubs
model there.
Can appreciate and say, look, proper baller.
He's incredible. And I was like, I cannot believe like a guy who's a model professional, a role model. I was saying to like Doyle and AGT, I was like, name me one instance where Trent has been caught in a controversy, where he's turned up late for training, where his attitude has been bad. They couldn't name me one instance. And I'm like, is this the guy you're booing?
I couldn't believe it. And we were in the Arsenal end. Even the Arsenal fans were looking at each other like, raw.
I was shocked.
Really?
Yeah.
And then some of the Arsenal fans were breaking out into song, we thought he was one of your own and stuff like that. So even the Arsenal fans in the ground were surprised there.
Doyle and that were mentioning like Ashley Cole and stuff. And I was saying, look, I'm not saying that the abuse that any of players that have been booed by fans is right. But Ashley Cole went to Chelsea. That's completely different. He went to a direct rival to us who can stop us from winning absolutely everything, and they did. Do you know what I mean? Going to Madrid is completely different. They beat us in 2 finals, so what? That's just the nature of football. You're gonna play. I could probably name you so many other European teams that have beaten us in a final. Do you know what I mean? Look at Barcelona beat us in the final and we were robbed of it. Does that mean Barcelona's our rivals? No, it's not. Should I be upset if, I don't know, a player goes to Barcelona? Not necessarily. That's not how it works. Like the greatest ever Premier League player went to Barcelona. Do I see it? Do I boo him? No. Yeah. Because I look at all the great things he did for our club. He's one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, why we're established as one of the biggest and the best clubs around.
And it also has to be said, Kenny, that, listen, I'm not trying to put Arsenal fans on a pedestal here.
Yeah, of course. We're not perfect as well.
We booed our own player. We booed Aboué. We were very uncomfortable with that. Adebayor, say what you want about Adebayor. Some of the stick he was getting towards the end of his Arsenal career was really bad. And of course, Granit Xhaka, most recent one, he got booed as well. And I was really uncomfortable about that too. So listen, I'm not
I agree.
casting aspersions on Liverpool fans. And I'm just calling it the way I saw it yesterday.
I feel like the reason why a lot of like rival fans might bring this up is because Liverpool fans and the Liverpool fan base have always put themselves on this pedestal of, right, we're different from the rest. Exactly. We protect our own people. You never walk alone. We don't criticise. We're just, it's our identity. We're Scouse. Like, you don't understand it. And I completely get that, because we're obviously not from Liverpool. We're not Scouse. We don't get it. But I'm just like, to say all that stuff and to say you'll never walk alone, and then to treat someone like that in the same breath to me doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. Like, you're picking and choosing. Like, I just feel like 2 weeks ago when he scored the winner against Leicester, nobody booed him then. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it was a weird one. Maybe because I wasn't expecting it, and because it was so loud.
Yeah.
But anyway, listen, it was an eventful game yesterday.
Yeah.
As I said, tale of two halves. Liverpool dominated the first half, scored 2. Arsenal dominated the second half, scored 2. Mikel Merino gets himself sent off, so Arsenal kind of hanging on at the end. But I do think a draw was a fair result.
Yeah.
That being said, though, Kenya, it's also kind of an epitome of the season, really, because
draw FC.
We still didn't win. And that's what, no wins now in Arsenal's last 5 games.
Yeah.
No wins in our last 3 Premier League games. Just 2 games left. Newcastle this weekend and a trip to Southampton, last match of the season. At the moment, we're just 2 points ahead of Newcastle, who are in third. We play them on Sunday, and it will be a massive game. We're going to preview that game on Thursday. But just to sum up, Kenya, your overall thoughts this weekend?
Just win it, man. I don't even care how you get it done. Just win. Don't lose to Newcastle 4 times in one season. Just finish second. It's the least you could give us fans. The club's let us down. The very least you could do is deliver on this one tiny small thing. There's nothing else to say. I don't want to see that first 20 minutes I saw against Liverpool, against Newcastle. Otherwise, we're going to get sacrificed. That's how I see it. Yeah,
well said. Like I said before, credit to the team in fighting back, because, it looked like it was going to be a long day. At half-time, I had people sat next to me that were saying, look, if it carries on like this, I'm going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it was crucial that we got that early goal. To get that goal, I think it was in the 47th minute. To be fair, after that, we really played well. And listen, I know it's another draw. I think, 14 draws now this season.
I'm tired
it's
of
been the story of our
words.
season. We always manage to undo some good work that we do. But listen, we've got to give the team credit, give the manager credit. We go again this weekend. We will be doing a preview show, myself and Kenya, on Thursday. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Really appreciate your support. If you're new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next one. We are out.